Alright, so Euringer, or as my old Amazon Echo Dot used to call it, Euringer, hilariously, has long since been one of my favorite albums from the Mindless Self Indulgence mastermind, Jimmy Urine. I loved it from the moment I first listened to it on a rainy afternoon during late 2020 whilst making cookies in the living room. From the poeticism to sound, which, as Homelander so succinctly put it once, is the definition of yummers. Be it the catchy and delicious synthesizers electrifying the mind and body to the multifaceted melodies detailing both the highs of ego and lows of sardonically sung self-deprecation. It begins with a soft atmospheric setting, robotic sounding voice delivering a trigger warning, detailing the coming contents of the album, leading into harsh opening warlike sirens and Serge Tankian from System of a Down belting out his lines, contrasting to Jimmy's lightly and sarcastic vocal delivery that, if it ain't you today, it will be you tomorrow. Jumping in then to That's How Jimmy Gets Down and Problematic, later echoed within the song Detroit and halfway through the tour, as well this mixed grandiosity with mere pointed vulgarity. Coming then from that point into a more interpersonal and unique tone with melancholic and memory-inspiring Be Afraid of Who You Are and Piece of Me. Stepping up then to the more high-energy yet cynically infused covers of Wuthering Heights, and more towards the end of the record experience, What a Fool Believes. Back in the grandiosity with the aforementioned Detroit, followed up with the nihilistic love song duet with Jimmy, joined by his wife Chantal Claret of the band Morningwood, leading into a collaboration with Grimes, as well as his parents making an appearance, like they did on Mark David Chapman for the album If, for the song The Medicine Does Not Control Me, which regards the tendency to try getting out of one's own head in some non-sober way. High-energy grandiosity eventually gets its final triumphant and hilarious return and retortion to this idea of being problematic over words and actions used in Jimmy's art over the decades. Do you kiss your mama with that mouth? And retorting that it is in fact he who did it to the listener's mother. Very funny, isn't it? As the album gears towards its close with the final featured guest appearance from Gerard Way of My Chemical Romance and as well as the Hormones, in a defiant track declaring one just a sailor in a lifeboat where no one's ever going to get fucked in the head or killed in the end, which then glitches into the song Random Emo Top Line Generator, which brings back the flair which was so common in Mindless Self Indulgence songs, where it makes fun of both the singer and giddy listeners, bleeding into the album's end from the bullshit that isn't his or anyone's problem, judging the 2.5 years spent working on the cinematic experience and featuring a nostalgia-inducing and reminiscing take on an old Coca-Cola jingle. And with that, the album ends back where it began.